I remember reading this in a textbook back in middle school. And during the Great Depression, there were cases of where people would give up their grocery money and they would go to movies instead of getting the food that they needed because they wanted to escape the harsh reality of the Great Depression. That alone just shows the power of film and just shows what movies can do for people.
For as long as I can remember, I've been an actor. Ever since I was a little kid at a recess, I would always be something else. I was a shark or a superhero or a giant vicious man-eating snake chasing my friends around. I was always something else, and eventually you don't get a recess anymore, and for me, I've always kind of needed something to be bigger, to be better, to be more exciting, to have this alternate universe that I can lose myself in.
What filmmaking means to me is I have a voice. All my life I've been shy and I've never been heard. And what filmmaking means to me is I can share my feelings, my thoughts, and my opinions with everyone, all within just one movie. And it means I have the potential to inspire and help people escape their reality.
When you think of filming, typically you think that it's somebody or a whole bunch of people with a camera and actors and fake. Everything's fake, everything's made up, nothing's real. But for me, that's not true. It's like storytelling. I can tell my story, and I can express deep, passionate things that I feel, and I can put them on a screen and tell anybody, and show them, and really put everything into it.
I've met so many friends and aspiring filmmakers who all have one common goal like me. These friends will never be forgotten, as well as these fellow filmmakers. I've made so many job opportunities just from film alone, and I've learned many techniques that have improved the quality of my films.
When I film, I get an opportunity to show anybody anything. And every film is a journey. And the more you film, the more you learn. And I love it. I don't think I'm ever gonna be as good as someone like Spielberg or Nolan but filming's never gonna stop. It's not something that you can... If you break your camera, you get a new camera, and you film something else. I think that people don't quite understand that. And that's why you see a lot of people that don't have an appreciation for what we do. And this is all we do.
I can give my stories, my dreams, my hopes, and my inspiration to everyone who wants to do what I do. I want to be remembered forever like the greats, like Star Wars, The Wizard of Oz, The Godfather. I want to be remembered forever like them. I can contribute my artistic views that will hopefully stay with everybody and will be preserved for a long time. I want to tell stories that need to be told, and I want to tell stories that I think should be told. And I want people to escape their reality for a little bit.
I think I speak for every filmmaker when I say, if you're a filmmaker, you do anything for your films. If you're a filmmaker, you put everything you possibly can, and everything goes into your films. My advice to anybody who's maybe a filmmaker who's just getting into it, or something, maybe somebody who maybe needs some advice. Advice to that person: you need to put everything that's in your heart on the table. If you can't do one of those things, then what you feel inside and what you put out into your film isn't going to reflect on the screen. And I think that's the biggest challenge filmmakers have, is putting everything they want into one film.